Hi, everybody. This is the MicroProfile marketing call. It is Monday, May 9th, and let's get at it. So Emily will be short on time, so we're going to hop right into the compatibility web pages. And Emily and I met on Friday to discuss content of these pages, and we went over and made some adjustments. So on this call, we will show you what we came up with for layouts. It is still some dummy text, of course, but I think we made some big steps on it, and we can review it and get comments from it. And we can discuss what's the best way to get comments from it, screenshot and then share it somewhere or something. So let me share screen. Hi, buddy. My son just walked in the room. Oh, do you want to say hi?
Winston is so cute. Clearly, I am very biased.
Yes, he is.
Hola.
Yeah.
Hola, Winston.
Oh,
So cute.
very cute.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the same. What are you talking about?
Super cute.
Keep your clothes on. Keep your clothes on. This is being recorded, Winston. So let me share my screen. We'll go with this, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, you weren't sharing the minutes as well, so you need to share the minutes and then show us the work.
So let's see here. This would be detail page, and this will be no, that is the compatible page. So this would be the home compatible page, compatible implementation page. There's still some details with padding and different things, but we would put a small description here, title, and then go straight into the implementations, which is only 5 and 4.1 for now. We also, this is a area that I think we need a discussion how to present and what to say for all previous versions before 4.1. We have some rough text here. But as you can see, there's description, version. There's a presentation link. I believe, I don't know if I linked it or not yet, but so I won't click it. Then implementations. For these and every new version, we just add a row, put the same content in, but applying to the new version. Does that make sense so far?
Yes, very clean as well.
Yeah. Any questions so far? Ed?
Oh.
Will you have a link that says how to get listed? Or
That's
something?
great. That's a great. Let me make a note. Where would this go to?
This to the Git, to the marketing Git.
No, I think it's kind of what I had saying list on this page. Probably on the top, because people might say, okay, I want my logo.
Oh yeah.
Probably not this page, probably the next page.
The next page would be something like.
If you go
So
to the next page.
Is say, I think example of 5.1.
Yeah.
So if you 5.1, here's the page. We talked about having each version having this. What did we call it, Emily? Like what is this called? This
this is called the component specs.
Okay, component specs for each version, and then below would be well, as you can see, I just duplicated it, but it is a product. We can fit a little logo, name, Java version, and that is all that we could figure because we figured out certification results. We made a bunch of stations.
If you click a certification result, and then
did we add a link? Yes, we did.
Yeah, and then that directly go to their kind of product website.
So each one would go to a different, depending on what the product was, would go to a different. Yes.
Yeah,
And
no.
download. Did we put a download? Yep, we did.
Yeah,
And it just downloaded. So
yeah,
just cancel it.
yeah, you can use it.
Yeah, Ed's feedback is fantastic and it should be in this page under the
Yeah.
banner.
I'm looking for a pen.
The
It
the banner. Ed, what do you think? This page or the landing page?
For how to get listed?
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, do we have some kind of a brochure-like thing that says, you know, why you want to be listed and advantages and then what, how, you know, what's the sequence of steps to follow? If we don't, that seems like something this group ought to have.
We do have the prospects that explains why someone should become a member. Do you mean that?
No, why does somebody want, what's the benefits of being a compatible implementation? Why would you, and then you know, a list of the steps to follow to get your product listed on this page.
Right.
Right.
So-
It should be a very, I would say should be a very sort of as little procedurally dense as possible, because you're trying to we want to encourage people to, you know, to adopt this process and have their products listed, right?
Correct. So what I'm thinking about the checklist is creating a Git issue with, we have many templates under the marketing repo that provide all the guidelines for this kind of things. You mean something like that, correct? Not a wiki. I'm talking about call to action, a Git issue where it tells anyone that would like to be a compatible implementer what to do. That's what I have in mind. Ed, what do you have in mind?
I guess I have to look at it. That sounds like that might be the right thing.
So I mean, after Ed brought it up, so I think kind of how to get a listed is Ryan, can you scroll to the top? So there's a kind of somewhere in like resources or the related to working group. Basically, we should have a web page just saying how to get listed. And also on this page, like a MicroProfile 5.0 compatible implementation, we could also add a button or a link, directly link to that page. I think we should write it up because it's how to get listed. You need to follow the kind of all the TCK process. You need to make sure that's a lot of steps. We don't want to duplicate all the information. Just point all to the source of the truth.
Yeah, so that means we just compile what we have written in the past on this manner in the Git issue. I have sent an example of the Git issues. Emily, you suggest we create a page under resources that says how to become compatible, MP compatible.
Yeah. So I think probably it's better to be under resources or kind of also related to working groups. I do not know which one is better, because in the working.
Well, I mean, you can have it in multiple locations. You don't just need it in one. So if
Yeah,
you
we
want,
need it.
Yeah, we could do that.
So it's
So
not. It's
basically-
more about what should be on the page. Because
Yeah.
if you put a button on here, and we're creating a new page, then what needs to be on it, and where does that drive to also?
So I in the chat, I stuck a link to the Jakarta EE compatible, you know, why get listed page. I guess I'm thinking of something like that. You know, that's not, you know, it's really just a very high level overview of what, you know, what's required. It doesn't list a bunch of checklists. It just says, hey, here's the benefits, you know, and here's how to get started.
And then
Later on, after they get hooked, we'll ask them for the, you know, we'll show them the checklist. Right.
Yeah. They do have
Yeah,
quite a
so-
lot of links in the text.
Yeah.
Going to trademark guidelines, all these things.
I
guess.
mean,
Yeah.
ours won't be like this one. It'll be different. But you know,
So-
this is what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I think is what Ryan suggested in there, like, because in the working group, there's a lot thing like a trademark and etc. I think another page like this, similar to this, because all this is kind of pretty much similar except the trademark stuff.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Emily, let me interject here. We cannot use a lot of this information because we don't have, and we chose to drop the compatible program. So to be compatible for an MP, you don't have to be a member of the Eclipse Foundation. You don't have to be a member of the working group. So we need to be extremely careful on our way to communicate things. When we say customer confidence, yes, for the implementer, not for the vendor. There is a difference. And we continue to forget about it. If we ourselves continue to forget that the vendor is not the same as the implementer, most often there is an independent community that is building the product and using MicroProfile. So we could use a page if we decide that it's a nice thing to have, just with the, MicroProfile product marks, because it's like we have a really nice logo and all these things created, like 15 pages or so. I don't remember, Ryan, how long that document is, but it's public and it's great. Then we have a process for the TCK and all these things. That is wonderful. But please remember.
Yeah, I think let me sorry to interrupt you. I need to probably join in later. I think nobody saying just copy this, highlighted in that, in the first thing, branding and compatibility logo requirement, that's not applicable. How about Ryan, we meet up again? I can work with you for creating all the content there. So I have some ideas.
Let's first start with a document. If you create a document and share it with
good idea.
the marketing, and then start outlining it from there, and then people could put ideas in.
Yeah.
I will be on vacation next week, so
a document would be great.
Let's do the Google. So you have 1 week or 2 week vacation?
I'm just a week on vacation.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so it's basically it's a week after. So we can just I can just put something there in the Google Doc.
Put some things down and then attach some of the marketing people, all of us, to it, and we can put some comments in and start structuring.
Okay, sounds good.
Ryan,
yeah,
do you want the document to be new under the drive, or do you want it to have a new document, or the same document we're using for this product, this project?
Oh, it'll be a new document because it's a completely different page. So
there you go.
Yeah. I mean, actually, since we already have a document for made and it's connected to this, throw it in the same document we've been building this, just make new title.
Yeah. Okay, do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be my preference, because we can use the same tickets, Emily.
Yeah,
you can say review and then move on.
Okay.
This is great.
Ryan,
Ryan, can you continue showing us the pages so that we can give you more feedback?
Yeah, I mean, that's all of it. And then there's just call to action to join. Other than adding the new button to the new page, which I think is a great idea, and we can also put it in a couple other locations. That is it, because we'll just list off here. I think the biggest topic or the unknown is how people feel we should structure before 4.1. I don't know if it's just talking about it. We we have this here, see implementation list, and it comes to here at least.
Yeah, that works. And the wording matches what we discussed 2 weeks ago. For now, just keep it simple. But I think that it's the simpler, the better. And this page is great if we had to point out to anything that we have done in the past with releases. Ryan, where is the blog access to add the announcements?
On this one?
No, on it, like on the, it should be under, when you click,
The
You see-
detail page?
yeah, the detail page. Under the detail page, we should have
Oh,
access.
yeah, we could put, oh, it was here. There's a button here for it. But if you feel that's not enough, we can put it in a different location.
Yeah, it's not enough. It's not visible.
Or we can put it here,
Mm-hmm.
subtext with a button.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey,
Sure.
Dimitri, Mitya. We saw you, but we were,
Yes, hello. I'm just watching it carefully.
yes, yes. You caught us on the moment of show and tell. So Ryan, if you can show it under, they can be, these kind of things can be put, I really like the menu. And I really like when you create sub menus, the pages are very short, so maybe it's not needed, but it's just whatever keeps it cleaner and less clicking.
Oh, yeah, the pages are too short to put those
Yeah, yeah.
secondary views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say kudos on keeping it very simple. I like the simplicity of each page. Let's see if we can keep it as we populate more information. Can I ask to please show us the main document that was used to create the pages so that we can see if we forgot anything and do the review there?
Oh, that's a great question where that is. I don't have it open.
It is in the minutes. Click
Yeah,
the minutes.
so I'm here. There we are. So it's been structured here. The only issue about adding it to the top, Amelia, is later when we have that how to get compatibly implemented, or how to get listed is the term I think we're using. It would probably go here. So I would put the announcement here since it's talking about the actual release.
Okay, you play
Okay
with
with
it.
it's okay with me if that goes below, right? Because I
Yeah.
don't think that's really the message of this page, right? That's
Yeah.
just something.
Or we put it below.
No, just put it below the MP5. That there is perfect. I mean, just play with it. The call to action is to show the release, and like Ed says, become a compatible implementer or MicroProfile, right?
Okay.
So let's review these with Ryan and see what we missed, or if we missed anything.
Review this document.
Yes, because we have seen the page and we finally have something that can be sent to the community for, we are almost done with this, right? In the level of, we like what it is there. The links work, correct? So we need.
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay, you need another week before your vacation. Can you hash it?
Well, I can show you what's not working. We don't have any of the information other than Open Liberty. So I need all the links for each implementation for 5.0 that exists.
Mm-hmm.
I need also here. These are fine, except I didn't fill in 4.1 and 4.1 information yet, I don't think. And then I need to solve this.
Okay, so section, let's tackle one thing here. Can you go down to 4.1?
Mm-hmm. You mean this?
Yeah, here.
Or this?
Yes.
Or
This is
before
good.
4.1.
Yeah, let's tackle it right now.
What do we, okay.
Review it really quickly.
Well, I can copy this into the document because we did this live.
Yeah, we did it 2 weeks ago, but we didn't do the draft. So if you copy paste.
Hold on, 4.1.
Mm-hmm.
Compatible implementation table. Translation. Oh, we don't have, what were the translation of releases? How does this have to do with implementation?
Sometimes implementers use different languages. I mean, it's just an option. We were talking about the blogs might be in Spanish, in English, we have had Russian. So when we need to say language translations so we don't forget. when we say translations, it doesn't mean anything, right? So then say language translations, and then we need a button that allows the rooms to grow, different communities. Like French, we have microprofilers that are do videos and blogs, lots of videos in French and in Spanish. So we need room for them to provide information. For example, sometimes we might have a news under the release. We should have a feed, but I do not know how to do this. A feed that, if someone is tweeting and is talking about MP5, that is actual information that we would like to share. It's like, I'm not sure. This is like way advanced. Maybe we don't.
Yeah, let's get a base down before we start adding special things to it.
Yeah.
We do not have. Oops. Sorry. There's compatibility implementation table. Then there was. Am I in the right section? For detail? No. No. I need to be here. Older versions. This is where I need to be. So if anyone would like to
I volunteer to review.
change it whatever way you would like, feel free.
I will review it, Ryan.
Okay.
Tomorrow when you get up, you will see it.
Okay, perfect. And then I guess I will have to come up with some visual for it or something next to it, or I'll figure a way to make it look nice. As for translations, I assigned it to you, Amelia. Because I'll need this information or whatever is going to go there.
Yeah, I can give you an example of, we have translations, I imagine, for 4.1 and 5. So I will just find the links and add them here. And then once I do, I will update the tickets, the Git tickets, so that the document has been updated. Using suggested mode, correct? So, but still, I will use a ticket to say, hey, this has been updated.
Okay. I'm just gonna add this to me.
Yeah, you can assign to me the tasks. Yeah.
There we are. Yeah, I already signed the translation one to you.
Okay, thank you.
Compatible section. This is translation release. So you want this will be on the detail page, not
detailed.
here.
Yeah,
So,
detailed.
Yeah, so it's already down here, so I just deleted it.
Yeah.
But everything else is kind of done. I just need the actual content that will go, the what is compatible implementation for 4.1 and 5.0. I need a list of companies and the links that will go with those lists. So it's quite a lot. I don't know how many we have for 5.0 and 4.1. And what I'm referring to is this table.
I thought that you and Emily were going to work on this on the side, maybe using the documents. Emily, are you able to help us still on this area, or should Ryan send a call to action to the community forum asking every implementer to send the information?
She's not here anymore. She left.
Oh my God. Okay, so she left. Okay, so Emily said that she would provide the information for every other implementer. But
then I'll write her and ask her for these things.
Yeah, she said that she would provide the information. It's just that needs to come. You can send a message to the MicroProfile marketing and say, hey, Emily, we're missing all this stuff. And if she is saying, hey, this is too much, I cannot do it, then we move the conversation to the community so that all the implementers can send the information via Git tickets and close it. We can give them a deadline of 1 week. But I think Emily wanted to do this.
Okay. So that's pretty much it, other than missing the blog release for this. But if we have blog release for this, couldn't we just add, if it's only release translations, can't we just do in English in whatever we have just going across there?
I'm not sure what you mean.
So if the blog release button on the top banner that would go, sorry, wrong one, here for read the blog release, or here.
Below,
We can
yeah,
have
below.
multiple languages.
Yeah, here. It should be below. Ed is correct. Here in the menu should be like how to become a compatible implementer.
Yeah,
then-
when we have it.
Yeah, and then MicroProfile 5, there we can have the blog, and we can see blog, we can see blog, and it's, you know, English is just what we use, and then we can say translations on the side.
And then listed underneath.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is like we can create a full page on blogs that we can populate. Do you see that people, you know how we have the blog that allows for contributors to push content? I think every release should have its own feed on community blogs on or videos or whatever it is on this. And it will depend, you know, it will be, we should use the same process that we use for content contribution. So Ryan, just
I don't understand what you're.
exactly. So do you know how content in MicroProfile is always added? We have a Git issue, you know, if someone wants to add a blog or a video or whatever they want, they need to follow a process. For MP5, for all the releases, we should give the community an opportunity to provide their own blogs with respect to the release in any language they wish. For that to be hosted, we should have here a button that says blogs, right? Or content or blogs or whatever. And then that should bring us to a page on content just about the release, right? It would be super nice, and it's a nice to have.
But this isn't a release page. This is an implementation page.
But implementers have their own blogs, and how do we feed that information about the implementers, right? Like for example, Oracle
Maybe
becomes,
we could put it on the bottom. If they just have a tag for 5.0, we can put it automatically populates if anything's tagged with 5.0.
oh, if we can do, you know, I have no idea, but if we can do something where we can allow the implementers blogs to come into this page and be shown. I was just thinking that since we do it in contributors for blogs, and it's just so nice and it works great, something like that, but with less, you know, let's review. This will be, you know, just approve, or, you know, and it shouldn't even be you adding those, you know, those things. It will be just a reviewer seeing it, an admin seeing it, and it's just approve. So
Well, it
I
would
have no
be
idea.
like this.
Yes.
And I would just
Yes.
make it, but I would just make, well, we put 3, or we can pick a different way to structure it. But all you would do is you go here.
How do you call that? What you're doing, like a grid or?
Yeah, you could say that. It's a post grid. Yeah. And if you go, but there isn't the blog category for it. So if we had a 5.0, which we can go back and add it and then link those, you know, those blogs to it. Then you would click that and it would only show those ones.
Okay, so there is a way to eliminate garbage, right?
Well, yeah, like here's 5.0, 5.0. If I make a tag that says 5.0, it would automatically show it.
Okay, so
Only
can we add that feature into the documents so that we, you know, you will work on this. This will take some time because it needs to be cleaned up. And if you need to create something and you have questions, just send it to the Git issue, and about 30 of us will get it, and 1 of us or 2 of us will reply to you as ASAP. You have 1 week before vacation, so let us unblock you. Ed, Mitya, what else can we do to improve those 2 pages?
Well, these 2 pages, I look quite okay for me personally. I mean, as a user. I was wondering about getting to these pages. What will be the easiest way to get to those pages? As far as I see, let me open the website. So,
well, I don't know if it'd fall better under, I guess not resources, but under working group.
No, we should have a new page that just says compatible implementations, a new tab.
yes. This
Let's
is
do
this
it.
is what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can put a new tab. We're gonna
And-
slowly run out of space
Yeah,
sooner or
But this
later.
is important. Ryan, this is really important and it cannot be hidden. After
Is there
projects,
a shorter word or label we could put
no.
instead of compatible implementations? Like it's gonna go to here.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
can just say,
Uh,
you can say implementations. That's it. Implementations.
yes, and by the way, just don't get me wrong, but even like contributors and join the discussion, this is close to each other. I mean, like semantically close. So this can be not exactly united, but like, maybe submenu, like like the resources. But there should be one clickers here, which is the first one clicker is the starter page, which I personally, once again, hope should be like, see the code. It should be the same button, the same type of button, but like, get me to the starter.
yeah.
This is something we were discussing the last time I was here.
Yeah.
So sorry. By the way, just to say sorry, we had several Mondays, which are state holidays. So I was not in my room, yes, to join you.
Yeah, you never have to apologize, ever, ever.
Yes.
If you're not a steward, when you're the steward and you're missing a call and you need others to lead, so be it. But other than that, you don't have to apologize ever, because this is
Okay.
volunteering, right?
Yes, absolutely. By the way, this is, you see, this is what I open now available MicroProfile 5.0, like more information. If we go back to, can you just open the Helidon.io page?
You open the what?
Helidon, sorry, MicroProfile 11. Yeah, this one. You see, we have this more information now available, which is cool. And somewhere there should be a starter button. It's not gonna, it shouldn't be up there, but it should be like, I know it's here, but I when I open the page, I don't see it. I don't want to scroll. I just want to see like, okay, just let's do it. Like, and that's why maybe somewhere around Duke Choice Award, maybe somewhere around see the code, there should be starter. This is what I mean. And the implementations, yes, it should be, yeah, I won't find it here. I won't ever get to resources.
Yeah.
Don't get me right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mitya, I agree with you. What I thought when we have the pages, it should be immediately after working group there.
Yes. Yes.
First projects stay, working group stays, and then implementations. And Ryan,
Yes.
let's just use one word, implementations after working group. That's it. That is
Yes.
it.
Yes. So this is what I wanted to say. Otherwise, I have no other comments. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
And Ryan, maybe we can find a way to add a startup, MicroProfile, a startup in the menu of the main page of, we clean, Mitya, 2 years ago, we cleaned the main page, and we did the same process you see now, created a document and went through all of it. And we were like, this
Yes.
goes, this doesn't go. And then we decided that it sufficed to have it there. And it's always nice to have someone to review and be like, okay, you know what, maybe we can improve it. We can check it out, try it your way. And nothing hurts to make it much more visible.
Yes, absolutely.
Ryan, I think it's changing things as we speak.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it looks cool.
Yeah. So Emily, you're back. I was asking Ryan if I was correct in assuming that you had stated and volunteered that you wanted to provide all the information about the implementations that are compatible with 4.1 and no, with 5. The page we have right now is 5. So are you still able to provide that information for 5 to Ryan?
Yeah.
All right.
So basically, this kind of, I don't, yeah, I know exactly like which one. At the moment, it's only Open Liberty, the 5 certified. And then I know like 4.1, there's a few more. So it's, I know exactly where to get it. Also, before I dropped off the call, so yeah, and then
Yes.
I will also provide more information about how to get listed as well. And then I will flash out some more information there.
Okay, and is it possible you use the document for that information? It's just like that. We have all of it gathered in the one document for you and Ryan to work on. And then I imagine, Ryan, I know you're attending the Friday calls that are on the other side of a project for MicroProfile websites, but I wonder if the 2 weeks wait on this is hurting us onto finishing the page in May. Next week we're
So,
gone,
yeah,
but we need to be done with this. We cannot
Yeah.
carry this in June. This needs to be
We-
completed in May.
yeah,
Well, we
yeah.
had
So,
last week, if all the content, if Emily gets all the content organized, like the links, what each project, like the things we need for each for 4.1 and 5.0, I don't see why
yeah,
it
So-
won't be done when I get back from holidays.
Okay.
It'll just be,
Actually,
I guess, like one day of.
right. So depending on how busy you are, Ryan, if you are not busy, maybe
He's
we
very
could try
busy.
for this week. You're very busy.
Always.
I mean, yeah, me too. So it's I'm thinking like even for this week, if we target for the end of this week, because today is only Monday, so I will probably get something up we are all volunteers. I got plenty of things to do. Probably tonight, later tonight, maybe we put some info together in that doc we have been working with. And then we could get together again, say Thursday morning or something like that. And then is kind of we can push some web page out. The thing is, the other thing what I'm thinking is that okay? We kind of make this page visible. Basically,
Correct.
it's kind of the visible,
Mhm.
and then we keep on improving it.
Yes.
Yeah, is
As
that
long as
you?
all the links are working, if it's at the standard we're at now, I think it's perfectly fine. If all the implementations, the links work, there's the right project name. If you can give me all this, I can get it done this week.
Yes.
Okay,
But
let's
it's just
do that.
having the right information organized in that doc, so I can just copy paste in those links, find
Yeah.
those logos. I'll just download those logos, add it to the icons, do
Mhm.
this, and we can get it up.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
afterwards, I can have Andre tweak some little CSS stuff that I just won't be able to do. So,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
it's
so that's
Mhm.
still
yeah,
not a
that's
block.
great. That's great. Let's reprioritize this. Let me give you all the 5.0, as I said, it's just open liberty. That's kind of that page is pretty much done. You can delete the rest. For 4.1, there's two other kind of implementation. I give you all the link, so you can directly add them in. So it's you can create a 4.1 page there. Let's get this all page go live, and then separately that can be done when you come back, which is what Ed said, how to get added. So it's that one. I can give you some draft because that is not that urgent. So I will provide some draft kind of the words and etc. And then we can once you got all these page up, and then we will see more clearly and how can we organize this web page and where to add how to get listed on the one of the card or something like that. We can do the
Excellent.
stage 2.
Yeah.
That's not that sounds fine. Just let me know when you have that information in the doc, and
Yeah.
I'll start adding it. And then when it's like solid, is 5.1 is Open Liberty the only?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very
Oh.
simple, so everything else needs to be deleted. So Ryan, based on the conversation, you two have answered the question I had. So is it okay for us to expect this to be public, the page to be public by Friday, this Friday, and
Yeah.
send send an email, like you are amazing at those emails with updates, send to the community forum saying, these are the, this is the, your words, a few of us have done this work. Here it is for you, provide feedback. This is the tickets. We need to first enable overview of the 1,200 active, whichever are actives on the community, to provide some feedback via the tickets. So that needs to be stated in that communication. And then we need to make this public so that next week during the community call and the marketing side, we can update this. We will not add this in the website area. We will add it as an update for the marketing because we have used considerable amount of months on this work. And it has been a lot of caring added to this. And I know you're on vacation next week, so I think all of us can provide some feedback on that, on the work on next Tuesday. So can you do that, Ryan? Are you okay with the deadline of Friday? Public.
Yeah, well, when we get done, if I have the content, I'll have it done. Not a problem.
There is no if. Emily, you commit, right, to get it out by
Yeah. So I will provide you with the content, Ryan, and then I Slack you. If needed, we can find like half an hour, 1 hour, or one morning. Probably Thursday. Thursday morning or something like that, and we'll get it done. And then I will also provide you with the photo one or the links as well. You need similar things for the all the kind of versions and links.
Yeah,
I will give you them all. Yeah.
This page and replace the content.
Oh, and Ryan, for the blogs under implementers, make sure not to separate, make it individual, like one implementer versus another implementer. All the information should be together like an ocean, right? I'm not sure I made myself clear. So
that might be version 2 after this gets up, because I got to go through all the blogs and find out and tag it correctly. So I want to get the important content done, and then we'll add the blog.
Perfect. After. Okay, that is for after you come back from vacation. It sounds great.
It maybe will happen this week. We'll see. But if it's, I rather put the time towards the other part, other things to do, and then if there's still time, I'll try to add the blogs and go back and tag them correctly so it works.
Yeah, if you can do it at least for one of the releases, that will show, you can do it for 5 has, I think 4.1 has more blogs, so maybe you want to do it for 5, which is newer. I can provide you with blogs that are, that we have for 5. If you want, if you wish to get that, you can say, provide blogs or something, and then I can provide you with the links if that helps with 5.
Yeah, if you want to go through the blogs and tell me which one should show up for 5 and which one should show up for 4.1, then I'll just look at the titles, go in there and re-tag them.
So hold on a second. So let me ask this. Mitya, will you like to help on that side? Can you help find those blogs for 4.1 and 5 in MicroProfile and just add them to the Git issue? Do you want that job?
I will try my best. Yes, do. Just assign me. Yes. I mean, I'm like, I'll do my best. Yes. Whenever there's something I'm like missing, I will contact you.
Okay. So then, Ryan, Mitya will send some links that are important for 4.1 and 5. And you just use the Git issue, say blogs, and then just add, like relevant, like InfoQ has really good with MicroProfile Mike, blogs in each release. We must add those ones. Those are really easy to find. And then we have sometimes these on
what's shown on our own blog, on MicroProfile blog. Or are you talking about in general, like all over?
Yeah, like it should be our blog, and then it should be an aggregator that can add contributors blog. It means from external sources. That is what I try to explain.
That won't work. That won't work with my solution.
We can only do that through.
We're just tagging what's on our website.
Okay. So then that means that we need to, we do get those blogs imported, even though they are cross-posted. Cross-posted works.
If they're on our blog, like if you go to our blog and
Yeah.
they're there, but it links somewhere else, then yes, it will work.
Okay, perfect. We need to, we cross-post everything to the blog. So I thought that we would have to repeat, but you're correct. We don't have to. This is
You
great,
should.
Ryan.
I'm pretty sure we don't have to. It should work that way. Yeah.
Okay, check it out. Let us know. This is like a nice to have.
So anything here, anything on this website, on our blog, I just need the link. What should show up and what for 4.1 and 5.
Okay.
Okay.
This will, okay, so Mitya, you don't have to do anything then because it should work. And then I think this will educate the community.
No. Someone needs to still find all of them. I'm not going to go through it.
Okay, Mitya.
Yeah, still need to find them. Yes.
Yeah. So.
Just
Okay.
a separate thing. Why, Amelia, why did you keep on calling Dimitri Mitya?
It's his nickname. And I am
No, it's
also-
not exactly. It's like a short name.
Yes.
Because yes, it's like a short name of Dimitri. I know it may sound a little bit weird for English speaking, but yes, like my short name is Mitya. When you say it fast, when you say it fast, yes, and this is how I'm usually distinguished from other Dimitris. So when I say Mitya, I always trigger this thing. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought you changed your name to be Mitya. I keep on calling you Dimitri. I felt so
both
bad.
work.
Okay.
Yeah, both work. Thank you.
So for everyone, this is just like I have been authorized to call him Mitya. So I will continue to do so, but it's formally Dimitri, right? You could, it's like formally Dimitri. Like
it's just too formal.
Yeah. And when I met you, clearly I called you Dimitri normally. And then as we grew friends, you know how it happens? I earned the right.
Well, it's such a pleasure. Thank you.
Because you are awesome. Okay, so Ryan, you can continue to lead the call. I think we spent.
Yeah, that's enough. I mean, that covers everything for the implementation, compatibility, implementation pages. Is Cesar on the call?
No, he's in PTO.
Okay, so, well, he was on this. I joined for a little bit on the last website marketing improvement or website improvement meeting, but the topic was really technical, so I dropped halfway just because they didn't need me. So, and it was Friday, so oops. So he'll have an update for that next meeting, I'm sure. This I don't remember because I made it a long time ago. Here, hopefully the logos need to be updated. Yes. Do these logos need to be updated? That's the question.
Brian, we brought it on the community call, and we have started the conversation on this already a month ago, or 2 weeks ago. I think 2 weeks ago we started the conversation, and it's ongoing.
Okay, so when it's ready, just bring me in, and I'll update whenever it needs to be updated.
Yep.
Perfect. Perfect. So that's still going. Swag. Does this need to be brought up today?
Yes. So for swag, like the swag has been printed finally, and we need to ship it. And if you open the distribution flag, the distribution sheet, thank you, Ryan. There is a tab here, the tab that says JAGs in an event, in conferences and members. So we need to update this to JAGs, members in conferences, and say 2021. This one is the old one that we created when we put the $5,000, 380 t-shirts for print. And then we just need to allocate. In the past, we said, can you open the other document also, the one, there is another document linked in the minutes, Ryan, that one. This is what we used to order the 5,000, right? We said that we will maybe provide 19 jugs with 20 t-shirts globally. And we just say jugs because it was just like the entity. We didn't want to use entity, so we said jugs. Jugs can be the committee rep, right? In that case, continues to be informally Edwin. It can be members that are, like we can give members t-shirts as well, like the same as communities and conferences. So the goal for us is to decide how to do this. It means we use we use this sheet or the other sheet, and you just allocate what jugs gets them and all the members clearly listed and how many, and then we move forward. So my recommendation is I take a crack at it, like totally biased. I will create a Git ticket on it and be like, these are the documents, revise it, adjust it, destroy it, it doesn't really matter. And then we move on. And one of the things is with jugs, we need to contact them. So that can take a little bit of a while. We have no issues with holding the swag at the vendor's location. The vendors who printed the swag have no issues with that, but we can start shipping a bunch of the shirts. Especially we have a conference in Germany, and we should definitely get a few of them there on time. That happens in June next month. So before we go into this, like in the level of show and tell with the Git issue, any recommendations based on what you see here? Because any recommendations? Ed, you unmuted.
What do you mean by recommendations?
Not
It
really.
means I can go in there and clean up and be like, okay, let's do this. And it's clearly my personal bias on to say it's going to be Japan jog, it's going to be each continent is going to have representation. There are 5 continents, right? Maybe 6 because South America, Central America, North America, that would be 3 if you call it like, like these kind of things. So here we have it like this for choosing. And if you go down, Ryan, we have Africa, each continent should get representation. And that information, we need to create an e-form that will welcome the private information of those entities to submit their address, phone numbers, email, just one package by community.
And how are we going to contact them? Who's going to contact them?
It means like we need to create an e-form.
On the form, you got to contact them to find out where the form is, right?
Correct. And this is something that is going to be hidden because we need to, it's private, right? Because of personal information. So then what I'm saying is we need to create the structure on how to tackle this. We don't have the structure yet. We used to have it back in like 2017, but we lost it because we didn't use an infra email. We will use a swag at MicroProfile Google Groups that is private. And I'm not sure who here wants to have, we need at least 3 people in that mailing list. It cannot be one person. And it can be, we can have more, more adding later. It's just that it needs to be scalable, right? It cannot be one person on in the job. When we talk with communities and they send us that information comes privately into a folder that is in the drive that no one else sees with their data, that addresses of their offices or whatever it is. So we need to set up that information. And my question is, do we have any volunteers? Clearly there are 5 of us in this call. I need 1 more at least to create that email.
So you can add me as I can see.
Okay.
So the other thing is IBM, there's a couple of people, Grace Johnson and also Jamie Coleman. They are doing a JAG tour talking about MicroProfile open liberty. They started like London and the UK and Dublin JAG and etc. This I think is a worthwhile exercise. If we shape some JAG, some like a T-shirt etc. properly, that will link quite well.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, yeah, other companies can do the similar thing. That would be a really, really good.
Yes, Emily, we have 1 minute to go. Ryan is calling the time, but I will create a ticket.
0 minutes to go, but continue.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So we have no more time to go. I will create a ticket, and I think recommendations as we are doing X and we're speaking to these drugs. Clearly, IBM can print as many T-shirts as you wish, as the company wishes. But we can thank those communities and see, hey, they are interested and they are supporting the knowledge transfer of this information. We should be aware of it so that they can go into the next round. And that is the kind of information that is needed, right? Like some of us travel, all of us here, like pretty much, Emily, especially you, Mitya, part of the communities. So we all travel and we all, not travel, but we are all connected. So I think those kind of JAGs need to be added to the sheet. The sheet is public. So that is what I want. It's like if we are doing those kind of things and someone is missing, please add it there. And Emily, you can do that now. You don't have to wait until they get tickets, right?
Maybe they need a call sooner
No.
or later, a separate call.
No, the door is it? Where is the spreadsheet? Is it kind of the?
And it's in the minutes.
Oh,
It's in
okay.
the minutes.
So-
So it's in the minutes. So add it there and be like, oh, this one is missing, and just add it. But Ryan, we're out of time.
Yes, we are.
Uh-huh.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Bye-bye.
Everybody.
Really good job. And Ken